How's it going, everybody? This is Phil, and today we got the brand new trailer for Ghostbusters 2020, Ghostbusters Afterlife, Ghostbusters 3, Ghostbusters, thank God it's not the sequel to Ghostbusters 2016, whatever you want to call it. The brand new trailer was released today, and I have been very anxious and excited in anticipation of this movie. You know, I think a lot of fans from the original two films, what we really wanted back in 2016 was a direct sequel. We didn't want a reboot. We didn't want something that brought the old actors in, but then they were cab drivers or whatever it was. I mean, it's just like, you know, nobody wanted that. We wanted to see Peter Venkman, you know, we wanted to see Ray Stantz, you know, we wanted to see all of these characters that was still around. And the actors that were still around to play them pick up their old roles, and even if it was a pass the torch type of scenario, that's, I think, what everybody kind of wanted to see, because we know the actors are getting up there in age, and if the franchise is going to keep going, it needs to pass that baton over to the next generation, but it has to be done in a way that's satisfying and organic and pays homage to the original and includes the cast in those original roles, so they could actually turn it over to the new crew. So, you know, after 2016 kind of it just really shit the bed and was a loss. It made, you know, it lost at the box office. You know, to see this turnaround really quick. I mean, Sony was probably like, look, man, this is a viable franchise. We could do something with it. Let's create a new movie and just forge ahead. And from what I understand, this movie completely disregards the 2016 movie. It's a direct sequel of sorts, even though it's also kind of a soft reboot to the second film in the franchise and the original two movies. So I'm really looking forward to it. I love the 1984 movie. I think it's fantastic. The sequel, I don't like it nearly as much. I can watch it from time to time. The original I could watch all day long. And actually, the cartoons, the real Ghostbusters, the first few seasons of that, I actually hold on a higher level than I do the sequel to Ghostbusters, especially the first few seasons. When it became Slimer and Friends or Extreme Ghostbusters, it wasn't really, you know, I didn't think it was anything great. But the first few seasons of the real Ghostbusters were fantastic, and it felt like a natural continuation of the movie and of the movies. So that was really fun for a kid who liked this movie to get more of these adventures with these characters. So anyway, guys, without further ado, let's get into this. I'm really excited to see what we have in store for us here, and let me get these headphones on and we'll get started. It starts, we know. That's why I hit play.
What are you doing here in Somerville anyway?
Honestly, my mom won't say it, but we're completely broke.
Kind of feels like Bumblebee.
And the only thing that's left in our name is this creepy old farmhouse our grandfather left us in the middle of nowhere. Why'd you bring me up here?
Entertainment value?
Oh shit.
What is that?
I don't know.
Somehow, a town that isn't anywhere near a tectonic plate, that has no fault lines, no
feels a
fracking,
little,
no loud music even, is shaking on a daily basis.
Under the dining table now!
Hey, remember that one summer we died under a table?
It does have a Stranger Things vibe.
I found this in my living room.
Whoa, killer replica.
A replica of what?
A ghost trap? There hasn't been a ghost sighting in 30 years. New York in the 80s? It's like The Walking Dead. Your dad never mentioned this to you?
It's just my mom.
It has been 30 years, so that they completely blew past 2016.
My grandfather died. My mom says we're just here to pick through the rubble of his life.
Spores, molds, and fungus?
Wait a minute. Who are you?
It kind of feels almost like Super 8 too, right? Like this feels like a sequel to Super 8 in the Ghostbusters universe. which I wasn't really
Call it luck.
a big fan of Super 8. It was okay, it wasn't great.
I believe that everything happens for a reason.
This totally feels like Super 8. Oh my god.
Come on, darling.
It has a gunner seat?
Class 5 free room and vapor. Looks like they let Slimer out the trap. Okay, well, geez, you know, I mean, I need to see more. You know, it felt a lot like a cross between, you know, something to do with Super 8 and Stranger Things. It had that vibe to it. I would have liked to have seen or heard the Ghostbusters soundtrack, not the theme song by Ray Parker Jr., but the actual, you know, the Ghostbusters soundtrack has some really cool music in it, you know, orchestral music, and we got that in the teaser trailer with the Ecto-1 in the barn where the tarp lifts up and you're getting like that music. The Ghostbusters franchise has some really good music that lends itself to the experience of watching it, and I hope that they do use the music in this movie and don't disregard it. So this movie felt definitely more along the lines of something we would see from a you know, a J.J. Abrams production where he's trying to kind of go after the Steven Spielberg 1980s type of experience, like I said, with Super 8. So you know what? I need to see more. I do need to see more. I don't hate it. I'm just not going crazy for it. You know, it's great to see the original Ecto-1. I love that. And it looked kind of weird in the field. It looked floaty, like you know, it was totally computer generated. So, you know, please run a real Ecto-1 through a cornfield or through a wheat field. You know, like like let's not do everything with CG. So. We didn't really see any ghosts. We caught a glimpse of what appeared to be Slimer. We got the Ecto-1 in action. It looked pretty cool. We got the gunner seat coming out the side. But other than that, we didn't see any of the original cast members. They alluded to Egon, which was cool. So we have his family. This is his barn. But where are the Ghostbusters? Where is the original cast? Now, eventually you do plan to have Ghostbusters in your Ghostbuster trailer, right? Hello? Hello? Yes?
I really hate that man.
I want to see. I get it. It's a teaser trailer, but I mean, I get that's a big reveal. At least, you know, let's get that one moment, like in, you know, the original trailer for The Force Awakens. Well, not the original. I think it was the second trailer. But at the end of it, you know, we had Han and Chewie at the end, and you know, Chewie were home. I mean, that was like a big moment, a big geek moment. I guess maybe in the next trailer we'll get something like that. All in all, you know what? I'm not as pumped up after this as I thought I would be. I really want to be, and I'm definitely going to give this a chance. I need to see more. The next trailer to me has to show me a little bit more to get me excited, to get my ass in the theater, and really, that's all I got on this. I wish I could be more excited. I still am looking forward to this movie and seeing more from it. I want to see more right now because let's face it, after 2016, the next installment for this franchise, it does have some things to prove. There's a little bit of a hangover from what happened, you know, a couple of years ago, and it still needs to follow in some pretty big shoes as far as the original movies are concerned. So there's a lot riding on this. I mean, this is trying to reboot this franchise and do it justice and be respectful to the source material. So we could only hope at the end of the day that's what we're going to get here when the second trailer comes out. we're going to get a lot more of a wider picture of what's actually going on. Hopefully we see some of the original cast members, and we can only pray that this ends up being something that's worthy putting on our shelves, right next to those other Ghostbuster Blu-rays or DVDs, or add into your digital library. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think down below. Did you like the trailer? Were you a little let down? Did you expect more from it? It's only a teaser, so more to come still. How do you feel about this? Are you nervous? I mean, I know we all want it to be great, but are you fearful that they could also miss the mark with this? And is Ghostbusters just one of those franchises, kind of like Terminator, where they can't seem to figure out what to do and how to do it the right way after the first 2 movies came out? So let's see what happens. Let me know down below. If this is your first time here, please consider subscribing. Again, like, comment, and I will talk to you guys sometime soon. As always, be happy, be safe, be healthy. Have a great night, guys. Bye-bye.